All right. Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. If y'all haven't seen the visualization exercise, I just posted that. We just got through that. So I have a game going on my channel. So we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Okay, we're like 2 away from 1,000 subscribers. So I said when I get to 1,000 subscribers, what I'm going to do is I am going to give anybody that picks the correct number, I'm going to give them $20 cash app. Now, I did let my Virgo sun, my Virgo stellium sun, I got to tell y'all that. I am so messy with that title. And I made you a moderator. Hey, Amanda. I made you a moderator, too. I did that last time when I seen you on here. I went back and found the page. So, so if somebody on here being messy, you can click they thing and erase it or put their asses in timeout. I don't know how it works. I know you just click on their name if they being messy and you put the user in timeout or hide them from my channel. Okay. She said, okay, what I do? Just pay attention to the chat sometimes too. Anything you catch that's weird. Now listen. I got that wrench, right? That tool. That spiritual tool. So if my other moderators are on here, if something is not in English, right? For my other moderators, if something is not in English, don't erase it. Let me look at it first before y'all erase it, okay? Because we talk a lot about, you know, the Hoodoo pantheon, I said Hoodoo. That's not what I meant. Hindu pantheon and Sanskrit and Indian, you know, pantheons. We talk a lot to them. And so, yeah, just leave anything that is not in English. Leave it for me to look at it. All right? Because some people come on here and they speak in a different language. And I absolutely accept that. I want everybody to speak. Okay? So, she said I'm being so messy with that title. Let me share this to Twitter. I'm being so messy with the title. That's not letting me post it, but I guess. So, look whose time is on the clock. 3:22. Okay, so the title of this video is Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself. Hoodoo is spirituality. It is not a religion. That's not the title of this video, but let me see what the title of this video is. Don't call on deities, okay? Don't call on deities. Hoodoo is a practice, not a religion. A check-in before a wrecking. All right? Now, I got this download a couple days ago. And I went ahead and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the video. And then I was like, I don't want to do the video. Then I was like, I'm going to do the video. And it was like, well, you got to do the video because we gave you the download, okay? CJ, we're gonna see what you come back with. We put you in timeout. I put you in timeout. Let me see what you come back with. Okay. You subscribe to me for 5 minutes just to say that. So I'm gonna see what you come back with. Okay. Let's see if you have common sense when you come back. All right. So anywho. Now, this video is stemmed from another video. And my sister actually gave me confirmation when she brought the video up. Yesterday, I believe I was at the dollar store and we were talking. And of course, she didn't know what she was doing, which was activating me running from this video, right? I was running from this video, and the deities have a way of, I said what I said. Okay, I said what I said. I said what I said. Now, what has happened is that I think y'all have yourselves quite confused when it comes to who you can talk about and who you can't talk about, right? Who you can talk about and who you can't talk about. You can't talk about gods. You can't talk about goddesses. Okay, you can talk about kings and you can talk about queens and you can talk about, you really ain't supposed to talk down or bad about anybody, right? But we be doing it anyhow, okay? Accountability, 100% accountability over here, right? So we be doing it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and tie my hair back for this one. Okay. So we be doing it anyway. We be talking mad cash shit about kings, queens, gods, goddesses, they children, and all that, right? These particular deities that I picked up on is that somebody has been talking about their children, okay? They've been talking about their children. They've been energy harvesting from their children. They've been coming up and creating wars and fighting against these deities' children, right? And her Mahadi, okay, all right, Namo Shivaya. So I've been hearing that all day. I've been hearing that all day too, and people have been talking about these deities' children. All right. Now, let me just give you guys like an example, right? So, I can use myself as an example. I'll use myself as an example, right? I can use myself as an example as me talking about somebody, or I can use myself as an example of somebody talking about me, right? So if I use myself as an example, I'm gonna do me first. I'm great. I'm peaceful. Me talking about somebody, right? I spoke on a I'm trying to find somebody who really is. Oh, you know what? I spoke on a daughter of Cali, right? I spoke about a daughter of Cali, somebody that is actually Cali Bond's daughter, right? I spoke about her. And I'm gonna be real honest here. This is honesty. I didn't say too much about her, right? I didn't light a fire under her ass because I know that she's Callie's daughter. And I know better, right? I know better. And what I did tell her was, you are a daughter of Callie. Do better. Do better. Do way better. Okay? Don't fall into the internet bullshit telling me that somebody is somebody that they really not, right? Which country are you from? The United States. So, I just told her, like, basically, like, do better. Like, don't fall into the illusion that you're this or you're that and da 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 da, because you should know that the Divine Mother will snap your ass right the fuck up out of that shit. Like that. Okay? You should know that Callie is the It's the only thing that represents time. Okay? She's the only one that represents time. So what you think is this or that, it's only your opinion. It's only your opinion. Okay, you didn't come back with anything positive. I thought you would have learned and you did. And now you are hidden from my channel. So not only are you timed out forever over here in this here spiritual hood, you, God bless you. Okay, anyway. So that was me, like kind of speaking on the daughter of Cali, right? On a particular daughter of Cali. Now, when I told her that, I recognized the type of energy that she was not working under, right? So I recognized the type of energy that she was not working under. And so that made me, the divine mother loves you. That's the only thing I can tell you that's good for your future. If you tap in with the divine mother, you will always be blessed. Okay? Do your mantras. Okay? So that made me kind of like I didn't every time I wanted to speak up on her, like, because, and I'm talking about this daughter of Cali, right? I'm talking about the daughter of Cali. Every time I wanted to speak up on, I can't say every time I wanted to speak up on her, because when I just recognized that she wasn't doing her work, I just felt at that point, I was like, she's not a target. She didn't do anything to me. She didn't do anything to me. Her not agreeing with me or disagreeing with me, or, you know, feeling some type of defense because I'm saying anything about a person that she like on the internet, like, I don't have nothing for her. You get what I'm saying? Now, this girl did tell me, she said, well, she had blocked me, right? And what happened, let me tell the whole story real quick. She had blocked me. She blocked me on Twitter way back when you block somebody on Twitter and they can't see your tweets, right? Me and her was having a conversation. We were having a conversation, back and forth conversation, but it wasn't like bitter conversation or anything like that. She had said something. She said something about Oshun. Okay? She said something about Oshun. Now, I am also a daughter of Oshun. All right? It's just not my pantheon this lifetime. But Oshun is one of my divine mothers, right? She is a part of my crown. So she had said something, and it was leading people into, you absolutely have to be initiated into Ifa and Santeria and Palo and whatever other African traditional religion, ATR religion. Anytime that you start tapping in with their deities, you have to get initiated with their deities. You have to get initiated. Those are closed practices. Those are not deities that you just throw out into your readings and you throw out into your energy and you throw them onto your channel because they look pretty, because you love the color yellow, because you like purple, because you like green, because you feel so close to Shango energy, right? You have to learn, you have to study, you have to go through the initiations. You have to do that, right? That right there. Right there. There you go. Beautiful. Hey, Lori. Hey, Lori. Oh, listen. Hey, Lori. I'm glad that you're here. You popped up. Like I had told the other moderators, right? The one above you, Amanda, that's my sister. Okay. Now I see her other page. But I told the other moderators, if something is not in English, if it's not in English, don't delete it. Okay? We practicing Hinduism, so there'll be people that come on here and say something that might not be in English, but don't delete it. Let me delete it. Okay? Let me delete it if it's inappropriate. Okay? If it's not in English. If it's wild and it's in English, delete that shit. Delete all that shit. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying. So, when you start talking about like Oshun, Oya, and Shango, and Urzuli Dantur, Urzuli Frida, and you know, those particular pantheons, when you start wanting to invoke them into your hoodoo practice, right? You are essentially asking for turbulence. You're asking for turbulence. What you're saying to them is that I do not respect the rules that you have laid before me with my ancestors, with the, you know, I don't respect the elders that have came before me, and I feel entitled to your magic. I feel entitled to you. You really whitewashing spirituality. I don't care how black you are. I don't care how much you are, you know, I don't care how much of the culture you want to say I am or you are. When you don't actively respect those elders and make sure that what you're saying is 100. I don't care how much your blood paperwork, your bloodline paperwork say you got West Africa, you got South Africa, you got North Africa, East Africa. I don't care how much of that you have on that DNA test in you. If you don't get out and do the work, you're asking for a reckoning. Now, this download came because y'all have been Google. I put you in timeout. You ain't listen to what she said. I put you in timeout. You can't listen and type at the same time. Okay? She from the United States too. If you was listening, you would have heard me say that's my sister. If you was listening. Okay? So you in timeout for 10 minutes. All right? Shh, be quiet while the teacher is talking. This is the problem. Okay? Listen. You cannot you can't call on these deities in your readings, in your spell work, in your magic. Now, when this came about, you know, everybody is going to have their opinions about how you're doing something, your magic working, and y'all want to blame other people for your shit not working. But the minute that you drop that water, that honey inside the bathtub, and you heard me say, this is giving real Oshun vibes, right? And so you like, you know what? I'm about to work with Oshun. I'm about to call her in. I'm going to call her into my bath water. I'm going to invoke her into my life. Now you drizzling the honey, right? But you ain't even did the part of the ritual where I'm not going to tell y'all what y'all do to the honey. And people that really, really know Oshun and y'all really research Oshun and y'all have learned, because a lot of those pantheons, they make you learn before you can even, you know, get scratched. You can get initiated before you can take that pilgrimage. Is that the word? Before you can go down that road, you have to learn something about them. You have to learn something about them. Okay, so they probably switched fake pages. Let's just see where we go from here. Okay, you have to learn something about them, right? And when you start learning about them, that's when they really tap in with you. Okay, where you learn why you don't just drop honey into water and you say, I'm invoking Oshun, and then you drizzling your candles with it, and then you doing it for everybody else. Okay, you doing it for everybody else and not just yourself. Oshun hate when you do work for everybody else and you not taking care of yourself. She don't like that. She don't like that at all. She don't like a person to, you know, be overworked, overtired. She'd be like, oh yeah, nah. It really, I don't know. She really gives me like, she gives me like strong Pisces Leo energy for some reason. Like, okay, now we just gonna be sleep for a minute. We gonna take long ass motherfucking naps, okay? Long ass naps with the kids. The whole house gonna be knocked out. Okay? When you overwork Oshun, whole house gonna be knocked out. You gonna be sleep, the kids gonna be sleep, the dog gonna be sleep. You gonna wake up at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all went to sleep at like 12 o'clock. Okay? You gonna wake up at 7 o'clock in the afternoon and you like, damn. Okay? You'll be like, damn, everybody in this bitch knocked out. You overworked the mother. You overworked the mother. Okay? Doing too much for other people. She don't like that. No, none of the divine mothers like that. They don't like that. They don't like to see you, ass whooped up and down and then you like, oh man, now I gotta take a shower. No, they want you to be excited about getting in the water. They want you to be excited. They like, yeah, that's where we about to meet at, in the water. Okay? Wade in the water. Wade in the waters. All right. I don't know why. So, now, I really wanted to come on here and tell you guys that, you don't know what somebody has done and what they haven't done. You don't know what they have permission to do. I know a lot of y'all feel as if, I remember, you know what? Let me break this up some. All right, so we talked about Oshun, right? I don't know if that's where the reckoning is coming in at, because Oshun will also, you don't know, y'all be talking to Oshun, right? Y'all be talking to Oshun, and your nigga be cheating on you, or your father be dogging you, or your brother be a hindrance to you. And then next thing you know, all of those relationships are severed, and you like, damn, I was trying to work this out, and now I can't work it out, and it's over and it's done with. She like, I gave you closure. 5-5. Okay? Thank you so much for the divine timing on that. 5-5. Okay? She like, I gave you closure on it. What more do you need? You don't need to talk to that person. You don't need that person by you. Being a child of Oshun is really, 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 really tough. It's really tough. You have to have trustworthy people around you. You have to have people around you who really, 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 really love you. If you don't, they gonna experience the axe whooping. And the one thing that Oshun is always ready to take, and her children, is the blame. It's the blame. If you are a child of Oshun, Yimiya, or Oya, the very first thing that somebody is ready to do is blame you. They ready to blame you. The only ones that get away with, they ready to blame you. All right? They be like, yeah, it's their fault. Not, you know what? Not so much Oya. Not so much Oya. They kind of, Yimiya and Oshun, they're kind of, I don't want to say spoiled. Forgive me for that. My words are not an English major here. Okay? I'm not an English major here. Amanda said, did my screen just flicker? Right? I'm not an English major here. So I don't want to use the word spoiled, but I don't even want to use the word brats either. It's just these are things that people think we are. They think that we are, right? When I first, I always felt the connection, and I always felt the connection to Oshun from the very beginning. Just us having a lot of similarities, right? And then when I started really reading her stories, her warrior stories, and, even when I would try to deviate off of her path, and I'd be like, you know what, I relate more to Oya, okay? Oya's celebration time. My godmom is a child of Oya. I'm like, I really relate more to Oya, right? And then she's like, oh, do you? Do you really? And then it's like, no, this is Oya year. She is clearing the way for the mothers and the mothership takeover. Absolutely. She's clearing the way for the mothers and the mothership takeover. That's exactly what she does. That's exactly what she does. And I always felt close to Oya, but I always felt like the mothers of my life have always been Oyas. They always been Oyas. Like that's the closeness I feel. Like I feel drawn to Oya, but in a not like at my crown type of way. And that all went out the door. The more I tried to relate to Oya, the more I tried to become a child of hers, the more she was like, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody can't be the big boss like this. Okay. Not saying that Oshun is less or minor than Oya, but Oya just have a different, she just got a different, she got a different storm. She got a different type of storm. You know how you got like tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and I mean, wait, what is they call tsunamis, earthquakes and shit like that? Like Oya is like a fucking comet hitting the earth. That type of storm. A fucking solar storm. That's the type of storm that Oya is. Having that type of energy, you have to be able to truly handle that type of energy, right? I just got chills when you just said that. I just got chills when you said that. And all these storms and fires. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She's paving the way. She's paving the way. It's so much nastiness. It's so much nastiness, right? And you know, some of her storms are very not some of them. All of them are very much so necessary, right? And people be Oya's daughters and sons, and they don't even know it. And then they blame another deity's child, right? They blame another deity's child for what they're going through, right? So anyway, back to the reading, right? Because I'm about to help y'all real quick and read through here. Because I said a check-in before a reckon. Because there is a lot of, I think when I gave people permission to, and I'm saying me, but it's also other spiritualists that are like me that don't give a fuck what y'all doing anymore, right? We care, but we don't care. Like, I think after talking to my spiritual advisor, like one of my spiritual advisors, right? My sister, I talked to her a lot about you know, things that I go through mentally with being a spiritualist. And she always checked me, even when sometimes she don't even know that she checking me. Look, painful in the bandage, ripping that bitch off, right? And when I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't care if anybody is taking off of my page. It wasn't just something that she said. It was something that I already knew. I just need to remember why I was doing this. I needed to remember why I was doing this. And I think when I said that, at the same time that I was saying that, people was like, oh yeah, it's a free for all then. Let me go and do this. And I had already heard a couple, this is why I'll be watching y'all readings and stuff too. I had already heard like a couple tarot readers and stuff. That's my son, baby, that was just playing in that movie. I had already heard a couple tarot readers even doing this, and I spoke about it before, and so I guess now Spirit is bringing it back up. Because I'm not on anybody's page to be knowing what they talking about and what they not talking about it. But when y'all hear this, y'all need to recognize this. Don't be bringing no deities into y'all shit, and y'all don't know who y'all talking to or what y'all talking about. Now you come on my page and you take something from an old reading or something, right? And I'm saying something about oil, or I'm saying something about, I'll never say nothing about oil, but I'm saying something about Oshun, or I'm saying something about these deities, or I'm saying your deity, and then y'all go on y'all page, y'all take the same message and y'all throw a deity name in there, right? And y'all like, what's my girl name? Lilith, right? Y'all throw Lilith in there, or y'all throw, what's the lady that is the deity over the cartel? Damn, she everywhere. She got the I think it started with an M. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I pull out that moon magic, or y'all throw Hecate in there, or y'all throw whatever deity out there, right? The good, the ugly, I'm gonna say, yeah, Santa Marta. Yeah, Santa Marta. Right? Y'all throw Santa Marta into one of these readings or something like that, right? And y'all start calling on these deities, and y'all start putting their the skeleton one. Y'all start saying that this person is doing this, and that this, and Santa Marta is showing up, and you just listened to somebody else reading, right? And you took what they said, and then y'all threw a deity, or y'all threw a archangel in there, or y'all throw these different pantheons in there. What happens is the activation gets activated, right? It starts activating that deity. Now, one thing about gods, goddesses, demons, and devils, okay, is it don't matter where you are, what you're doing. You call out their name, they hear you. Now, I myself, right? Y'all just heard me say Santa Marta, right? Y'all like, well, damn, she's saying it. Do she got permission to say it? Listen, and Lilith don't fuck with them. That part right there. That part right there. Lilith is not just a placement in your chart. It's a difference when you're working with the energy that's in the astrology energy that's in your chart, right? Oh, bam. Okay, 3 different messages right here. All right? 3 different messages. Let me stay on point, okay? I'm gonna do 3 different messages. 1, I'm about to say the Santa Marta sentence that I was gonna say. 2, Lilith astrology placement, and then Lilith the energy, right? Then I'm going to touch on demons and gods in their names. Okay. So the first one, what did I say? Okay, Santa Marta, right? Y'all like, okay, was she saying Santa Marta, or is she calling on her, or whatever the case is, right? Let me tell y'all a story. I think I gotta write all 3 of these down. I think I gotta write these 3 down real quick, so that way I can stay on topic. I know better. I'm just gonna write Santa Marta, okay? All right, bam. So, first things, I'm saying Santa Marta name, and somebody might be like, well, she's calling on her. She was saying her name all through here, and da 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 da, right? Santa Marta is a very picky energy. She's a very picky energy. If you have, okay, first of all, let's just go back to when she manifested in the pantheon that she kind of trickled from, right? She kind of trickled from, I'm saying kind of because this is where she first came up, is in the Catholic denomination, Catholicism, right? You know how people, they commit a sin or a crime, they go to the church and they confess their sins, right? And at some point, somebody was like, you can't keep doing the same shit. A sin is a sin. All sins. I want to touch this. You can't just commit a sin and be like, God forgive me for sinning, right? I know that y'all think that's how it works, and that's, you know, that may be, you know, somewhere. I don't know where y'all just got that from, right? Like, you do something and immediately God gonna forgive you as long as you ask for forgiveness. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. If it worked like that, then you know, your heart wouldn't be that part right there. You have to learn, grow, and change the behavior. That part right there. So what was created was a manifestation of a surah, of a dark energy, right? And that within that dark energy formed Santa Marta. Okay. And if you have any slight pureness, not happiness, not joy, because some people get joy and happiness from doing evil things, right? But if you have any pureness of light where you want to do the right thing, any good conscience left, the Bible doesn't say that. The Bible doesn't say that. It's maybe one line that says, you know, ask for forgiveness, but what people are not doing is they're not reading the 10 lines before that and the 10 lines after that. I don't know where in the Bible, like, drop a verse, and I'm gonna read the whole chapter. The Bible is not saying that. They're not saying that. They're saying that you fuck up, you gotta live with the consequences. Yes, you're gonna be forgiven, but you have to face a consequence. You have to face a consequence. You have to, you know, be punished. You gotta be punished. And then you change yourself. You get your shit together. That's what they're saying. All right? Now, my girl Santa Marta. I can't say my girl, but this girl, this lady, Santa Marta, right? She demands the utmost respect as a demon. She's a demon. She's a demon. She's a dark energy. She's a demon. Okay? Anybody that taps in with her, you are essentially calling on a dark energy to assist you. And it might look like she loves you. She might, you know, it could be your mother. That's how you see your mother. That's the form of the mother that you have. Okay? But Santa Marta is one of those energies that she don't accept everybody, right? She does not accept everybody. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a story, right? I'm going to tell y'all a story because you live and you learn, life path number 1 right here, right? I went to the store and let me show y'all real quick, okay? I have went to this store and it's called the Asylum, right? Here in Houston. It's an apothecary, right? And I had went to get pulled. I remember I was doing voodoo. I said I was doing voodoo. I was getting ready to make a lamp. And one of the multiple of the ingredients was prude, right? different types of powders, right, that are grinded up. I mean, well, different types of herbs and, you know, all different types of things that are essentially grinded into a powder, right? And there was this place here in Houston that I had reached out to a lot of places, a lot of botanicas, and I had reached out to my godmom, and my godmom asked me, she said, I have three of the ones that you need, right? She was like, but you can go to, and I really felt like this was a test. She was like, you can go to this place called Salem. They supposedly practice voodoo. Now, godmom Santeria, right? Not the same pantheon. She was like, they practice voodoo over there. You might be able to get it. My godmom is a child of Oya. She gonna let me crash and burn. Okay? She will let me crash and burn. Okay? Until I come back and I say, all right, I was wrong, or whatever the case is. I have literally been like, I don't want her to be my godmom no more. I don't want it. And then I read something and I was like, you know what? You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not it. That's not it. Okay? Once a mom, always a mom. Anywho, once a mom, always a mom. That message for somebody. So I had went into the apothecary, right? I went into the apothecary and they had this altar set up, right? Now this is supposed to be a voodoo place. Mind y'all, we talking about Santa Marta here. It's supposed to be a voodoo place. And from what I know about the deities and voodoo is they don't like sharing space. Okay? You have to, they don't like sharing space. They don't like being crowded around a whole bunch of other things, right? They need space. They feel imprisoned. You got to think about it. You got to think about where they rose up from. You got to think about the country that they rose up from that is in prison. You get what I'm saying? They in government prisons. Even though everybody is free as a bird there, right? Sometimes they lock their stuff up, they essentials and stuff like that, okay? Right? Ooh, exactly. That part. Okay. So I go into the, like I said, live and learn, right? So I go into the apothecary. Wait. So I'm going to get the food, right? And I called there. I asked them if they have it. And the guy was like, well, we have a few things, because it wasn't just that. It was like different types of oils, different types of flowers, herbs and stuff, right? And so stuff that I didn't want to order offline, like I had seen that it was a New Orleans shop, which is closed now, by the way. The House of Hoodoo, I think they closed now. Okay? God don't like ugly. So if they ain't closed, God don't like ugly. They was taxing on it. It's like 40, 60, they from New Orleans, they $40, $60. I'm like, I'm getting ready to drive to New Orleans. I could just get it when I pick it up. She like, even in the store, it's $40 or $60. I'm like, $40 or $60? That don't even make sense. And Mumbo is talking about it's $2, $3, $4, $5, right? So I was like, that don't even make sense. I don't like that. I don't like spiritual tax. Don't tax me, right? Especially when it's to help. It's not to whoop nobody ass with. It was to help. It was to help. Okay? It was to help me. Help me. So I go inside of the asylum. Right? When I go in there, I'm like, okay. So they have all of it set. They have like the voodoo stuff here. And then they have this altar. And on the altar, they have a ton of Santa Marta statues and idols, and like, just, I could see the burn bowl. I could see where they was doing some rituals. I could see all of that stuff, right? And in the back, they had this statue. This one, the same one here, right here. right? And I walked past it and I heard "Save me," right? And I heard it in a voice that I had only heard in my dreams, that I had only heard here before. And I ignored it. I'm like, let me not even look at this. Let me not even look at this altar. This is so crazy, right? Like, I just felt like the energy was so, it wasn't dark. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Okay? It wasn't my cup of tea. I could see that, you know, they had workings going at the time. So I just went to what I needed, right? The only thing I ended up getting out of there was a bottle of cinnamon oil. They had everything else that I needed except, you know, two of the pools that I ended up getting from Haiti when I went. Okay? But I only end up getting a bottle of cinnamon oil, right? And I walked past the statue again. And I just heard like a scream. But I only heard it in this ear, right? But it was a scream. It was so loud. Like, did you hear me? And so I left the store. And I went to this other store because that's not what, I didn't go in there for a statue. I didn't go in there for a statue. I went in there to get poods. I'm like, I'm about to get that and I'm about to come up out of there, right? So, wasn't my cup of tea. So I go, oh, they had this small piano too. And I asked the guy, I said, how much is the piano? Because what I was going to do was I'm going to box the piano up and send it to my sister because it was so cute. It was so cute. And she loved pianos, right? And I was like, how much is the piano? He was like, it's not for sale. That's my personal piano. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, fine then. And I left out. I went to the other store. When I'm at the other store and I'm asking them, do they have this stuff? Energy is, you know, light as a feather, right? In there, light as a feather. Very much so different from where I just left from. So I'm like, do y'all have this stuff? And they was like, no, you might want to go up the street to a Salem. I didn't tell them that I had just left from there. It's like, might want to go up there to the Salem because they have it, you know, they voodoo. I said, are they voodoo, right? She said, yeah. Now, I'm on the east side of Houston where there are mostly Hispanics, right? 90% of the east side is Hispanics. So I go into one more store. Now I'm at my third store. When I go in there, it's, and no disrespect, it's nasty. It's nasty, but it's not like physically nasty. It's spiritually nasty. Like, it's almost as if I could see, it's like they slayed a whole bunch of demons in that bitch and never cleaned up. It's nasty. You can smell it. It stank. It's bugs. And none of this is in the physical, right? And so I get in. I ain't buy nothing out of that store. I ain't pick up nothing in that store. I ain't touch nothing. I ain't look at no prices or nothing. I walked in. It looked like a murder had took place in that bitch, and I left immediately. The lady said something in Spanish to me. I went and got in my car. I felt something like crawl on me, right? I did like this. I dropped the prayer. Okay? I dropped the prayer to Urzali down to her. And asked her to protect over me. When I dropped that prayer to her, and I said that to her, she said, come and get me. I went back to the Salem. I went in there and I said, can I buy that statue off of y'all altar? The guy said, what statue? We don't sell any statues off of our altar. I said the Urzali down to her statue. He was like, yeah, you can get that one. The only one in the store. I bought her home. I cleansed her. That night, I felt something crawl on me. I pulled the covers back, right? My husband like tripping. I felt the bug crawl on me. When I looked, it was a fucking bug on me. We ain't never had no bed bugs. We ain't never had no bugs up in this bitch. Nothing. Okay, I've been living here 10 years. At that point, I was living here 8 years. Actually, I've been living here 11 years, but at that point, it's been 8, 9 years, right? And I was like, what did I do to the last spiritual store that I went in, right? And I killed the bug. Okay, yeah, of course, I killed the bug. I'm like, take all these blankets off the bed. We throwing these bitches in the wash machine right now. Actually, we put them in the dryer first. He was like, was that a bed bug? I was like, I don't know what the fuck it was before I killed it. I don't know what the fuck it was. This is Texas. I'm not even questioning what type of bug it was, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. All right, we doing bug magic? Got it. We doing bug magic? Now, in the midst of me doing hoodoo, we talking about Santa Marta here. In the midst of me doing hoodoo, voodoo, right? I'm like, let me channel something. Let me see what the energy is that was sent towards me. And lo and behold, Santa Marta come up. And everything that I'm researching, I don't know why she came up. I don't know why she popped up, because I ain't never researched her like that. I ain't never, put her in none of the workings of the energies that I did, right? I just seen my eyes cross. And I'm not disrespecting this deity no way at all, okay? Because I know she's sitting back like, bitch, I would trip you down them steps. And she will. Okay? Because you don't disrespect pantheons that you're not a part of. You don't disrespect them, okay? So I went to somebody that I do know is like one of her devotees, because I'm like, I don't deal with bugs. I don't want her or her people to send no bugs to my house. So let me just see how I had disrespected her, right? And how I disrespected her was when I walked into the store that looked like a killing head hit, I left offended. That they didn't wipe their walls down, that they didn't, like, who am I to judge? Who am I? And the lady read me too. She read me that fucking quick. She read me. Like, bitch, you offended? You offended that we ain't here slaying motherfucking demons and pedophiles and motherfucking, like, you offended? Bitch, I'll make your house have bugs. I was like, oh. So this is why you don't offend people and their whole thing that they got going on when you don't fucking know it. You don't know shit about it. You don't know what the fuck they doing or nothing. You don't offend them, right? Let me put this statue back while I'm sitting here doing all this cussing because she thumped me in my mouth. And this is why you don't offend. Like, literally, pink candle just fell on the floor. Okay? I set the idol down, and the pink candle that I had burning in front of her, it literally just fell all over the floor. Okay? And it almost hit my feet. The candle wax almost hit my feet, but I got to go clean this up off my floor, so give me a second. Okay? Again, she was like, you already did enough cursing in front of me. Can't make it up. All right. They don't like when you be doing all that cussing in front of their idols. No. Okay? Only certain deities can handle all of that cussing. But I've come to realize, like, Urzili Dantor, Oshun, Mandurga, they don't really like me. Shati, they don't really like me using profanity in front of their idols, in front of their images and stuff like that. Callie, I could rage on. I could rage on. I could be saying everything to she like, yeah, just speak your truth. Talk to me how you talk. I used to like, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Anyway. Clear. Back to what we were saying. I'm not gonna give y'all bad advice. Y'all figure out what y'all deities like and what they don't like, okay? Figure it out. I had to, you will. Okay? Do the work. Do the work. Work. I had everything but a lighter in there. That's crazy work. So, anywho. So, when I got down to the nitty gritty of it, right? When I got down to the nitty gritty of it, I had kind of disrespected the last place that I went to. Now, in the midst of doing that, I'm still doing my voodoo, right? And so one would think, you know, if you're doing voodoo, then, oh, you could just call on the voodoo gods or the voodoo deities and you can fight fire with fire. That's not how that works, okay? That's not how that works. So I needed to apologize. I needed to apologize to that to whom I had offended. And so what I did was because I started looking, how do you apologize to a deity that you don't work with? How do you apologize to them, right? They don't look at you as your Lord, or they're going to have control of your life or anything like that, or you're going to be able to work with them then, right? And so I came across, you know, when you ask, you get provided with the answer. You get provided with the answer, okay? Some of y'all have offended deities, and you being provided with the answer right now. My ear just started doing the thing that it does, and my eyes getting ready to twitch. So, y'all have offended the deities. Y'all have offended religion, certain religions, paths. Y'all have, y'all did too much. Y'all doing too much. Y'all getting ready to do even more, right? And so what I did was I had lit a candle. I lit one of Santa Marta candles, right? And what I know best you know, is writing. I know best how to write. I write letters. Okay, when I need something to be sent out into the atmosphere, I'm gonna write a letter and I'm gonna burn it and I'm gonna put it out there, right? And so I had wrote a letter to her and to the store owner. Okay, a letter to her and to the store owner, and I was like, I don't want war. I don't want none of that. Like, I apologize. I'm not apologizing because I don't want war. I'm apologizing because I now understand, you know, what truly takes place in a botanica, in an apothecary. A lot of healing takes place in there. A lot of soul searching takes place in there. When you walk into a place like that, essentially, you are searching for something. You're searching for a healing. You're searching for an answer or something, right? And so who am I to offend it? And I remember that the day I lit this candle is the day that Eshu dropped my earrings down. And he was like, I cannot be with you while you go and do this. Like, you got to go, you know, like, go ahead, go on by yourself. You good, right? And when I went down, not hell, but when I went down the steps of the college, okay, because there's levels to this college. It's different levels, all right? Not above or below. Your class might be on floor number 1. Somebody's class might be on floor number 3. It don't mean that they're ahead of you or they're below you or something like that, right? It just essentially means that y'all classes is on different levels, okay? Different floors. So I went down, and that's when I seen my drug dealing cousin that had got killed, right? Right before he was getting ready to go turn himself in. He had got killed, all right? But he had did a lot of killing. And he had asked me, you know, hey, why you here? What you doing here? He's an Aries too. And I believe that he got killed in Scorpio season. Okay? And all of that is significant. And he was like, what you doing here? I was like, shit, nothing. You know? He was like, here, take this donut. He gave me a donut. And then that's when the firefighters came in. When I woke up, my candle had blew out. My candle for her had blew out. And when I tried to light it back, because I'm like, hold on, wait, I need this is 3 to 7 day candle. I need this boy to stay lit so I can know whether or not I could read the candle and know whether or not she accept my apology. You know, and what happened was I just never seen any more bugs. I never seen any more bugs. I felt peace. I felt like, you know, when somebody else came in contact with me, I felt confident. When somebody came in contact with me and I knew what energy they was on, because I don't cross paths with deities that I'm never going to need, or I'm never going to be directing anybody in that light, right? So I know there's a reason why I crossed Santa Marta. I know there's a reason why I crossed her path, okay? And so when I came across somebody that was like, well, I always really kind of respected Santa Marta, and I like her. I feel at home when I work in that energy. I was like, hey, you know what? I know who can help you. I don't know them personally, never got any work done from them, but what you're saying that you have on you, these people probably can help you. And I pointed her in the direction of that Pacific apothecary. Okay? It worked out for her. Okay? So, this is literally me telling you guys, be careful about judging, okay? Don't be calling people demonic. Don't be saying that things are dark and they're not, okay? What is dark to you can be somebody's, it could be the brightest thing for people, okay? So, anywho, now, we're going to talk about Lilith. I'm not going to get too far into Lilith, but I'm going to tell you guys this, right? For some reason in my timeline, I've been catching people, not catching people because I'm not watching it. I'm just not watching it. Okay. But I see that, I don't know if it's because it's getting hot outside. I don't know what it is. But I'm seeing people putting, they're getting Lilith. they're getting Lilith confused with Lilith, the astrology placement, right? So now I am going to talk about, and he did it, it was the end of October. Yeah, the end of October. Yeah, definitely, what's called them? Yeah. Definitely Scorpio season. So I'm going to talk about how certain okay. So certain gods get their names by destroying the dark energy and demons. Okay? We was doing some work and when he died in Nipsey. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. We always doing work. We always doing work when somebody die. When somebody transition. Thank you so much. So now, a lot of these gods, they take on a lot of Vedic, okay? A lot of Vedic gods take on the demons that they kill, that they destroy. I don't want to use the word kill because kill means that they don't exist, right? But here we are. We have a ton of people using Lilith, okay, in their readings. And I know they're not talking about the astrology placement based off the title of some of their shit, right? Like Lilith is this, Lilith is that. Like, do y'all know that Lilith, man, if you're going to use Lilith in a reading, or you're going to use Lilith in a teaching or a healing, you have to be really prepared to how do I want to say? Lilith don't give a fuck about no kids. Okay? She don't care about kids. She don't care about kids. People that have certain I don't even want to say Lilith placements, but when you acknowledge that Lilith placement, right? Like, for example, I got Lilith in Cancer, right? I have Lilith in Cancer. Now, Lilith in Cancer, if I wanted to full on take on the Lilith energy, it's not her, it's someone else, shapeshifter. Right. If I wanted to full on take on that energy, no, I don't even want to say that. Y'all just using that shit wrong. Y'all using that shit wrong. Y'all using it wrong. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. That's like bad advice. Y'all just stop. Just stop. 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 Just stop. Just stop. It's not going to make you stronger. It's not going to make you stronger. It's not going to make you stronger. It's going to, I don't even want to say it makes you weaker. It doesn't make you stronger. Okay? It's just a distraction. It's a distraction. It's a fucking distraction. Okay? Don't. Somebody might get mad that I say this, but Lilith is a distraction. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. It is. You be like, I'm a strong. I invoke my Lilith energy into this, and this. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your time. You wasting your energy and you wasting the good mother divine's time. Invoke your energy into something else. Work on, you have actual planets that you can really be working on than a Lilith, an aspect of Lilith. Okay? Alright? You wasting your time. You wasting your time. You wasting your time. You wasting the people time. They're not even telling the truth about the energy of the placement. That part right there, you're wasting time. You're wasting time. It doesn't even exactly. They need to get to the root of why they keep calling on her specifically. It's a pattern that I've noticed. They have to get to the root of that. Okay? That's why I literally was like about to give an example of having Lilith and Cancer, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Like, at the end of the day, what is your mama issues? What are your mother issues? What are your mother issues? Fuck Lilith. Fuck with the moon. Fuck with the moon. You want to dig into Lilith, dig into your moon sign. Like, I don't want to say fuck Lilith, but dig into your moon sign. And then when you call on that energy, right? You call on that energy and you try to tie that together with astrology, you get so fucking, like, you get so fucking thrown off that I'm telling you, like, it's such a big waste of time. Over and over. Over and over. It's a waste of time. And then I'm going to tell you all this too. Lilith is designed to keep you unmarried. Not a, like, it's to really, you know, we have certain placements. We have certain things, transits, not placements. We have certain transits that happen throughout the year that is to really highlight. You're going to be more on hoe and slush shit. That part right there. To really highlight the darkness that really exists during the Kali Yuga age. And Lilith is a distraction. It's such a distraction. I'm about to say another one too. No, I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say that. Because they want me to say that. And I ain't going to say that. Work on that shit. Work on your Saturn. Work on your Saturn. What's your daddy issues? What's your daddy issues? Okay? What is your mama issues? Work on your Saturn. Work on your moon sign. Hell, work on your motherfucking confidence with your sun sign. Whatever it is. But Lilith, the more you embody Lilith, the further you get away from the actual goal of being married, being a life partner to somebody, being your true authentic self. You're essentially wanting to tap into an avatar that don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck who like it and don't like it. Okay? If you teaching on Lilith, move off of the subject. Move off of the subject. Anybody that's on my page, if you looking at me and you like, oh, like you wanna be the producer of the movie or you wanna be the video vixen? Which one you wanna be? And then she's gonna leave your ass high and dry, coochie dry, body dry, mouth dry, face dry, hands dry. She's gonna leave you until she sucks all of the life out of you. And for what? You wasted your time for what? You wasted your time for what? Like, come on. Exactly. That part right there. Right there. That part. And nobody can teach you about Lilith. Nobody can teach you about Lilith. She makes it so that that aspect in your life, in your chart, in your thing is always your perspective. It's always your perspective. That's the crazy part about it. You know how, like, you and your brother and sister grow up in the same household, but they got a whole different idea. Pockets empty, boom. Pockets empty, soul empty, body empty, all that. All of that. Got you out here buying all this stuff to make you feel and look pretty, and the minute your ass get robbed, you like, I'm so ugly, I don't have anything. Bitch. Because Saturn came in and was like, you know what? You're stupid. You're stupid. I told you to save some money. I told you not to buy that. Okay? Look at the Lilith sign and find Saturn in it. Okay? Look at Lilith. the sign that Lilith is, and find Saturn in that sign. Wherever you have a Lilith placement, right? Look at the relationship with Saturn, the father, to that Lilith placement. And are they enemies? Are they close friends? Are they, what are they? What are they? Okay? All you have to do is, like, let's say you have, I'll use myself. Let's just say you got Scorpio Saturn, right? You got Scorpio Saturn. Then you got a fucking Cancer Lilith, right? Is Scorpio and Cancers, are they enemies? Okay? You get what I'm saying? All right, so check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, don't be having nobody out here. Work on your internal self and sub self you're trying to hide but leaking out in the pores. Exactly. And it stank. Okay? That's why people that work on that's why they find themselves taking a lot of spiritual baths, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with a spiritual bath, but people that literally they be trying to wash the stank off. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should take spiritual baths, but you need to make sure you put in the right shit in your spiritual bath. And they have little placement will have you out here drunk as fuck. Okay? One of the things with Lilith energy, the astrology placement, okay, and the actual energy of it is she wants possession. She wants possession over the whole motherfucking chart. She wants possession. She don't bow down to anybody. Who are you? I'm not bowing down to you. So, yeah, just know, okay? Gods and demons names, right? Gods and demons names. This is the third one. Gods and demons names. Now, if I've said this in multiple readings, I said this multiple times, right? Hoodoo is it is not a religion, right? It's not a religion. You should not be putting, so this is hoodoo, right? This is hoodoo. This right here. Check your energy before you enter, right? This is hoodoo. This is technically Ifa, right? This is a religion. This is a practice. Okay? When I'm using this right here, right? Whatever I'm putting inside of this bowl, right? If I'm putting this protection. This is Krishna Shamanica protection, right? I don't know how to pronounce this, but I looked it up. It's got another name to it, right? Y'all can't see it because it's going to be all back. It looked like Chrysler Hamilton, okay? That's what it looked like to me. Chrysler Hamilton flower. But it's for protection, right? So when I put this into here, and I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put it into here, right? All while I'm doing this. Okay, I'm turning it clockwise, right? Because I'm bringing something towards me. I'm turning it clockwise, right? And I'm saying my prayer to Elegba, right? I'm saying something to Elegba, right? I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm saying something to Elegba. I'm asking for his assistance, for his protection, for his guidance, and all that good stuff, right? Oh, it's some nails in here. Okay, so y'all know what some nails up in here, right? So the nails then turned it into hoodoo too. This hoodoo too. Okay, the nails. But I'm using this. This tool right here. Right? This is what I have permission to use Elegba, right? Okay? I got permission to use this. Okay? I didn't put this into here yet, right? But let's say I just created this right here, right? Star anise, and some other stuff. I'm not gonna say what all it is, right? But this is a hair grease too. This is a hair grease. I didn't call on no deities for this. This is simply herbs, all that other good stuff, right? Just putting it, where it needs to go and stuff like that. This is hoodoo. The minute that I put this inside of this changes the magic. This changes the formula. Okay? This changes the formula. I am using a deity that I work with to put a covering over whatever I created right here with the hoodoo, right? Does it make it more powerful, more potent? To me, yeah. Because, just having an army behind you is definitely more powerful than trying to do it by yourself, right? But, let's say I give this to Erica, right? I give this to Erica. Erica don't work with Elegba. Erica is Catholic, right? She Catholic. She ain't got nothing to do with Elegba. She don't even know who Elegba is. Maybe she do, maybe she don't. It just ain't her cup of tea, right? She more so of, I don't know. I said Catholic, so she definitely know who Elegba is, right? She definitely, if she don't, she do. All right. Now, I give this to Erica. I don't tell Erica that I have used Elegba, that I have used my deities. I just give it to her and I say, hey, this gonna help you, right? It's gonna help you a shit together. Next thing you know, yeah, roads are opening for her, right? And she like, okay, but she ain't really ready for it. She putting on the oils, she putting on the whatever I gave her, right? And I'm telling her, like, here, this shit gonna work for you. She's overwhelmed now with all the job offers that she have. She's overwhelmed that she ain't did no real work to get what I'm giving her. Okay? She ain't ready for it. She ain't ready. You know she ain't ready, but you trying to push her and make her ready. It's gonna backfire on you. Okay? It's gonna backfire on you. Everybody has to pay a karmic cost when you spread your deity, when you spread a deity thin like that. Who told you to push that deity over there? Who told you to put it here? I put this in Erica's hand way over there in Ohio, right? And I'm down here in Texas and they being stretched like this. Now, the deity, you know, they be all over the place, right? They don't be, that's just an example. But y'all stop evoking deities into y'all work and then giving them to y'all clients. And that means in your tarot readings too. And if a deity give you a download, right? And like, for example, if Oshun came and gave me a download right now at this second, I know it'd be for me. It wouldn't be for y'all. I'm not doing Oshun work for y'all. I'm not, you know, you're not doing that type of work for people. So don't come in your readings talking about Archangel Michael gave you this download for the collective when you're not doing Archangel work. You're not doing Archangel work. You get what I'm saying? You didn't set out nothing for his feast day. You didn't you ain't been to his church. And y'all have problems with churches, but y'all calling on archangels. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all trump y'all Christian mama church in the same category as a Catholic church. Make it make sense. Visit some of the places that y'all talking about, okay? It depends on the mood, LOL, and on X and cooking and thinking you lucid. And don't look at the Western chart either. That's correct. Don't look at the Western chart. I just said that on the I went live last night. I just got hot. I went live last night and I said that like it's about time that we stop looking at Western astrology. It's getting us so lost. It's getting us so lost. And so many people they have they've been spiritually shut down. A lot of people have been spiritually shut down or just like on timeout in spiritual jail and shit right now. And so the only thing that they can do is, you know, look at astrology and see what's happening with astrology. And a lot of shit that they talking about, it has a lot to do with the Western transits. And it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and do this reading about what's coming up. All right, thank you so much, Divine. Lori said, I said that a couple years ago and people came at me saying they don't have to respect another religion to have access. That's so crazy. Access denied. That's so crazy. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. And I respect all religions. All religions. I don't care what religion you are. Christian, Muslim, Hindu, all of them. I practice all of them. Every last single one of them. I practice hoodoo. I practice voodoo. I practice Hinduism. I practice all of it. Whichever one is the TikTok at on the clock. Okay? TikTok on the clock. I don't know why I brought out these toxic ass cards, but let's see what the toxicity is. Obstruction and thirst trap. I think we talked about that. Somebody could literally be trying to obstruct justice from happening. Trying to stop justice from happening to somebody or something. Or maybe even to themselves. If you fucked up before, I advise you to start apologizing right now. I know if you ever said anything about me, you fucked up. You fucked up. You ain't got to apologize to me, but you do owe these deities apology. Okay? And hoodoo is in everything that we do. Everything that we do. Hoodoo is in everything that we do. Hoodoo is a spiritual practice. It's in everything that we do. The simple fact that I still say the Our Fathers, which are in heaven prayer. I can't believe it's only 4:48. It seems like it's later than that. I just was thinking about cooking dinner. The simple fact that I still say the Our Father's prayer is Hindu. It's hoodoo enough. Okay. My children and my husband, and I am to follow my husband. They enjoy the Our Father's prayer, and honestly, I do too. It's fun. It's fun. I love it. I love the spelling that. Okay. Divinely guided in reverse. First card out. Divinely guided in reverse. Somebody is missing the angel numbers. Stop wasting time. Look at that. Divinely guided in reverse and stop wasting time. Somebody wants to come up against you so fucking bad that they're offending Saturn. Controller. Toxic key to your mind. Watches every move. They're watching every move that you make. Could be a ninth house placement, a Taurus, or a Libra. Strong Libra though. Strong Libra. Cursing themselves. So somebody is definitely cursing themselves. Okay. The more and more that they say about you, the more that your deities are taking care of whatever the fuck it is that they trying to say about you. Whatever it is. Okay. Some of y'all are not hearing. Some of y'all are not hearing the bullshit that's being said, and y'all are still smiling in some of these people's faces. They're saying something in the lines like, I don't have no problem with what you practice, okay? I ain't got no problem with what you do. I ain't got no problem with the stuff that you're doing. But behind your back, they really is saying something, okay? There is a father figure. Maybe it's an ancestor. Look, emotional intelligence, okay? There's definitely a father figure that is very close to this person. 7/12, 2/17, and 1972 could be significant. Okay. Aries, Cancer, and Taurus. Also Capricorn too. Could be very significant. What's emotional intelligence? Manners over emotion, understands emotions of other people. You could be very empathic, and you've been very unresponsive. Look, I was just about to say you're very empathic and you have been very protected. Okay, some of y'all are so fucking empathic that you feel like that. Am I losing my gifts because you're not feeling other people's feelings? You're questioning yourself like, well, how does this person feel about me? That's really divine. Your deities, your ancestors protecting you from that person. Okay, you don't understand how they're feeling about you because your spirit team is sitting back watching them fucking dig theyself in motherfucking grave. Okay, dig theyself in the grave. Okay, you can't touch you. They can't get to you. November can be significant. November the 2nd could be significant. Thank you so much, Divine. Something could have happened November the 2nd, or somebody's birthday is November the 2nd. November the 2nd. Okay, but something could have happened. Okay, whoever birthday that is, they can't get to you. Better lover in reverse, and then love affair upright. Better lover in reverse and love affair upright. Okay, they think that they're picking somebody that's better than you. They think that by them working with somebody different than you, that person is better than you. The other person could be a Sagittarius. It could also be a June 6. What's June 6? Okay, that's Gemini. June 6. This person birthday could be June 6, or they could be a Sagittarius. Whatever. Okay, so let's say, for example, right? Because I love being in other people's business, right? So let's say, for example, that they have a sun sign in Sagittarius. Then they have a Saturn placement in Gemini. Whatever it is, their charts is whooping their ass. Okay, Spirit put these people in your life for so that you could be able to study them, so you could be able to see into their actions before they actually take place. Okay, it's something about them being under a test, right? Under a demonic test. They were sent towards you. Okay, thank you so much, Clear. They were sent towards you to see if they would harm you, to see if they would do certain things, right? Divinely guided. There was a entity that sent them, right? There was an entity that sent them, but that entity already knew that they would never be able to defeat you, never be able to break you. Okay, accusatory. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to see if you would get blamed for something. They already knew how powerful you were. Okay, look, peaked already in reverse. They knew whoever this entity, this spirit, and I'm saying entity, and I don't want to call it dark. I don't want to call it dark, but it honestly feels like a entity that likes to play trickster games to see if somebody else will go up against you, right? To go up against you, because nobody has ever been able to defeat you. Anybody in the past that this particular entity, and this is why, like, you know, you're attracted to some of the same people. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, all of them that have come up against you, they got some of the same dirty ass spirit on them, okay? Because this entity likes to jump from person to person and likes to, they get a kick out of seeing motherfuckers get kicked in their ass by you. Okay? They know they can't defeat you. Somebody knows that they can't rise up against you. All right? They know that you defeated their biggest player. And all they have is these little bitty ass players left. And those little bitty players are so consumed with pride that they think that they studied enough to whoop your ass. Okay, thank you so much. And it's just almost like boo-hoo, whatever. Okay, divine calling. Look at that. Divine calling. This is what your purpose is. This is what your purpose is. You're fulfilling your destiny. You have a higher purpose. All right, thank you so much, Divine. Somebody can have Aquarius. Somebody has a very, you could be an Aquarius sun, or either you have a strong Aquarius placement, like an Aquarius Mars, or Aquarius Jupiter, Aquarius Saturn, an Aquarius South Node too. That South Node placement could be in the first house as well too. Thank you so much. So you have an Aquarius rising as well. What's divine calling? Strategizing. Okay, strategizing. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, so you see what the bigger picture is. You see what the bigger picture is upon your life. You keep looking at everything that you are going through. Let me take that back. I'll come back to that. What's strategizing? Okay, I'll stay there. You haven't always felt like this, but it's like everything that you've been through, right? At first it used to get to you. It used to get in your head, all right? Crazy ass Gemini placement I seen. Okay, crazy ass Gemini placement. All right. It used to get in your head. It used to get to you. It used to get to your relationships. It used to get to, you know, the way that you eat, the way that you present yourself, the way that you build, you know, your throat chakra. It's almost like the energy will get stuck in your throat and you just go ham, right? And with strategizing coming out, it's like the more and more you recognize this entity's game, right? And you recognize this energy up on these people, you have tried to help them. All right. I still see that you holding somebody like this. Okay. You holding somebody like they trying to hold on to you like this, but all you got is a pinky while they hanging off the cliff. So it's just like a little bit more, like pull your hand back, right? Pull your hand back. Pull your hand back. All right. The thing is with this Aquarius placement is that at some point you might have wanted to take more people than necessary. You keep giving a certain energy, and whoever this energy is that's coming towards you now, I'm about to tell you something. They probably have the same strong ass Aquarius placement. I don't want to say doppelganger, right? But maybe they wanted to be your little twin, right? They wanted to be your twin. But I need you to recognize that, one, I ain't even gonna say that. Listen, it's biting the hand that has fed it. Literally, this person stole something from you, right? This person stole something from you. They stole energy and a calling. Like, it's almost like the phone rang and they was in another room and picked up the phone too. Okay? Like, your deities, your gods, they called you and said, hey, we got another assignment for you, right? And they on the phone like this. Like, what's the assignment? Okay? Like, they looking for a pen and a piece of paper. They realize they motherfucking pencil ain't sharpened. So they like, damn, I'm just gonna have to remember what the fuck was being said. I gotta remember. Okay? They have that placement too. They just not doing the work because they've been trying to ride your fucking energy, your coattail. They've been trying to hide in your energy, okay? Hiding your energy by not doing the work. They like, yeah, we doing it, we doing this, we doing that. Y'all ain't doing shit. All right? Emotional intelligence. By even attempting to even go towards you, unresponsive, right? When the call was made, I got chills. When the call was made and it was answered, your deities was like, is somebody else on the line? You was like, nah. They're like, is somebody else in your house? So they was like, hold on, let me see. That person hung up the phone real quick, right? And then they coming out. They like, yeah, I just used your bathroom. I was just using your bathroom real quick. You're like, oh, I didn't even know you was. I forgot you was here. Disconnected. What I tell you? I told you that they hung up the phone when they was eavesdropping. They hung up the phone. Right when their asses was detected. But they heard part of the message that was said. This person could be this person could have Aries in the 10th house, or either they have their sun in the 10th house. Thank you so much, Divine. Weirdo. Growth mindset. Okay. All right. Right. As soon as I called them a weirdo. Okay. It's something about your ability to look, see, and excel higher than the frequencies that try to hinder you. Okay. Aries, Scorpio, 8th house is activated. Thank you so much, Divine. It's something in this deck. Look at that. Toxic lover. I guess that's the one that's in there. Toxic lover is trying to fuck with your mind. There's a toxic lover that's trying to fuck with your mind. This is somebody that loves to hate you. Hate to love you. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a Taurus. Thank you so much. Mechanical and then taking action. Okay, finally doing something. Taking action. 4th house is activated. Thinking logical or without emotion. Okay, This person may be coming, this person might be coming around because they see that your ass is cutting the energetic cords. Okay, thank you so much. I got a card. Here we go. Ah! The grandchildren and Mrs. Robinson. Look at that. The death card. Miss Robinson is the death card. And what is grandchildren? Let me see what grandchildren is. So, oh, I'm sorry. Miss Robinson is the devil. 10th house. What I say? 10th house, and then grandchildren. Whew. It's the star card. Aquarius, Capricorn. Interesting. Saturn definitely coming through here. Okay. So it says the grandchildren appears in a reading. It is a sign that relief from any stress, negativity, and despair is on its way. If there is no sign of hope evident in your life yet, be patient and you will soon see the proof that things are looking up. Blessings shall abode. And then the devil. So this particular devil card, right? It says Miss Robinson finally approached Miss Patrick at the church and told her to never speak ill about her again, or she would be sorry. Miss Patrick laughed and elbowed her croonie and said that will never happen. So she might as well go and root her then. And Miss Robinson told her that she was made for root working, and that if she couldn't have what she loved the most, then neither was she. Okay. 29 days later, Miss Patrick's 9-year-old son, Reginald, died unexpectedly after having a cold. Everyone knew that Reginald was Miss Parker's pride and joy. Not only was he her only child, she also couldn't have any more. So she was absolutely devastated about her loss. As the mourners filled out the funeral home, Miss Robinson seen smiling from fanning herself with a memorial program from across the road. Miss Patrick, now totally broken, moved out of town the following day. Okay? So it says, when Miss Robinson appears in a reading, you may have been involved in a negative situation that has potential to become more unpleasing, unhealthy, and dangerous. Stop it before things get too far. That's a message for somebody. That's a message for somebody. This card may also be trying to alert you that you are to the fact that you have an addiction or obsession involving a person, an idea, intoxication, or object, which will ultimately hurt you more than you can ever imagine. Get help if you need it. So this definitely is telling somebody that, hey, it's two energies here right now, right? Two energies. The devil energy and it's the star energy. It's going to hurt you. You keep trying to hold this person back. Listen, I'm talking to somebody that's here, that's in the energy, that's in the devil energy, that's here. All right? I know you here. I see you. I feel you. You here. Okay? Not only are you in the energy, right? You coming out in the reading. You're determined to come out in the reading because you don't want me to give this person the green light of their star energy and tell them that, hey, these devilish motherfucking broads that's playing in your energy, right? They're going to be hurt by trying to keep hold of you, by trying to stay locked to you. Because I was going to pull out this Goddess Rising deck. That's what I was going to do. Because I know that there's a goddess that has something to say to somebody, right? I know that there's a deity that has something to say to somebody. All right? I know it. But you know damn well I ain't talking to no motherfucker that's in no devil energy. Y'all know damn well I ain't talking to that person. You know this message ain't for them. You know if you disrespect the God over here, this message ain't for you. You know it already. I don't care if that person on this reading or not. Worthiness. Athea. Number 14. Okay. Temple of Warriors. The great goddess Athea, queen of the gods. Queen of the gods. It's the fierce protector of women and girls from the Omo people of Ethiopia. Stop hindering, striking, and playing small. Stop hindering, striking, and playing small. Okay? Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. You matter. Your worthiness is your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most important, we need you. Okay? These people is projecting a mindset of like you might be in the you might be feeling some unworthiness about yourself that you like, you know what? If I wasn't here, then I wouldn't be feeling like this. And people around me wouldn't be feeling the way they feel. They wouldn't feel like I'm the cause of their da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You ain't the cause of nobody's shit. You ain't the cause of nobody's shit. What happened was these motherfuckers, these toxic ass lovers thought that they could take some type of action against you by being a product and by being a puppet to this entity over there. They chose that. They chose that because they was trying to walk in your steps. They was trying to do what the fuck it is that you do. Now y'all all was part of the same spiritual goal. Okay, I'm seeing the Hierophant in my mind's eye. Y'all all was a part of the spiritual goal, but everybody had an assignment. Okay, the person assigned to build the bathroom wasn't also assigned to build the classrooms. The person that was designed to be the principal wasn't designed to be the teacher. Okay, the teacher is making the student, is making the study guides, the lesson plans. The principal is the ones that's going to the board meetings like, hey, my teachers are good. My teachers are good. I got they back. Okay, the lady that's serving lunch is not the same person that is standing outside welcoming the kids in the morning time. Okay? She's not the crossing guard. The lady that's serving lunch. She's not the motherfucking crossing guard. Making sure that the kids are safe. Making sure that the students make it into their classrooms. Okay? And then you got the motherfucking security guard. He not in the classroom learning none of this shit at all. He just a soldier. Stay in your motherfucking lane. Stay in your lane. Know that you are worthy to be in the position that you have been put in. You are the grandchild of so-and-so. You're not the, you are, man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. The mask has been, the mask has been dropped. The mask has been dropped. Okay? Them not your brothers. Them not your sisters. You're not the same. You're not the same as them. Them not your brothers and them not your sisters, okay? Stop saying that they your brothers and your sisters. Thank you so much, Divine Clear. Oh. Y'all mamas did too much. Y'all mamas did too much. She made y'all feel like the oppy-ass motherfucking neighbor down the street was your motherfucking sister. That bitch don't like you. That bitch don't like you. She only played pretend to be your sister so that she can get close to your brother. Okay? She don't like you. She don't like you. She don't like your whole motherfucking family. All right? Long-term investment. She used y'all. Them people used y'all. Okay? They seen what it was. Lawyered up. Okay? They seen what it was. They thought that they could steal from you. They thought that they could take something from you. They thought that they got really close to your mom, to your dad, to your sister. Okay? They thought that they was going to win some type of judgment when it came down, when your parents passed away, when your brother and sister, when they got away. They was like, you know what, let me marry into the family and I'm gonna take all this bitch, I'm gonna take all this bitch motherfucking land. Let me marry into the family. Y'all be talking to y'all biggest ops. Do I want to use those cards? I don't want to use those cards. Look, I said I seen the Hierophant. I just opened that. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. Give me one good card for the ops. Give me one good card for the people still playing in our energy. Actually trying to play in our energy. I don't want to say playing in our energy. For the people trying to play in our energy, give me one good card for them. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Some things just ain't gonna change. Some things ain't gonna change, but they losing their connection to whatever energy this is. Alright? Some of them is tired as fuck. Some of them is tired as fuck. The balancing act, them trying to balance their real self and the mask that they have on, it's all falling. It's all falling. They can't keep up with it. They can't keep up with it. It's sad. It's sad as fuck. It's sad as fuck. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for them. Just like, listen, I'm not saying don't feel sorry for them because they ain't feel sorry for you. What I'm saying is don't feel sorry for them because that's none of your motherfucking business. They talked about y'all deities. They talked about y'all ancestors. They talked about y'all mama. They talked about y'all daddy. They talked about you. You wasn't in the room. You wasn't in the room. They're like, I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with her. Let's say this a salty ass motherfucking ugly ass lover that's having an affair. They talked about them. They was like, I'm going to get a divorce from them. They spoke ill over the relationship that you prayed about. You on your knees, you praying that, you know what? I just hope that this person gets everything that they wish and that they dream and that they desire. And this person is sitting up there talking about, I don't fuck with them. I don't know that person. That girl crazy. I don't know them. Like, what? You don't know me? You don't know me? You don't know me, but you lying on me on the line? You don't know me? You telling these motherfuckers you don't know me, but you sitting up here talking about me? Bitch, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry at all. I'm just ignoring it. I'm like, they don't have nothing. Their karma has nothing to do with me. The minute I start feeling sorry for them, God is like, you want to be a part of it? Come on, bring your little bitch ass over here too. I'm going to give you an ass whooping too for going out with them. For even, you know, forgiving somebody and then still like saying, okay, like for example, I forgive a motherfucker, right? I forgive a motherfucker. But I'm not about to be like, hey, y'all, go check out this person page because, you know, I forgave them and they do this type of tarot reading. Fuck them. Fuck them. They still wrong. I forgive them for being liars towards me. But I don't know. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. I gotta cut this fan back on. I'm getting too fucking hot. I'm getting too fucking hot. Spirit, like I'm gonna put a fucking fire up under you too. I'm not gonna talk shit about them, but I don't know what the fuck they got going on because it ain't got shit to do with me. I'm minding my motherfucking business. And I advise y'all to do that too. And that comes to when it comes to your parents, when it comes to your lovers, when it comes to your brother, your sister. You was born in this world by yourself. Even twins. I got triplet nieces and nephews, right? Triplets. They all came in this world by themselves. They all came in this world by themselves. They all gonna go through and they having different life experiences. Each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. If that ain't the biggest motherfucking lesson that I ever had to look at some shit, like damn, my sister really is magical. She had 3 motherfucking babies, but guess what? 3 different babies. Give me one card for us. Give me your card for us. The 6 of Cups. Six of Cups. Okay? The Six of Cups. Oh. Hey. You cannot. Two things. I was getting ready to say, like, you can't overshare, right? You can't overshare. But this is not charity. This is not charity. Giving to charity is given to strangers, okay? This particular Six of Cups energy is saying that you think because you're giving a part of your gift that you have been blessed with to people, just anybody, you think that that's some form of charity. You need to be very mindful of the charity that you're giving. You don't give to charity. You don't give charity to people that have turned their backs on you. Okay? Anybody that has turned their back on you, they deserve to have their back turned up on. That was the second part of that. Okay? Somebody's name could be Xavier. Thank you so much, Divine. Somebody's name could be Xavier, or you could be meeting somebody named Xavier. Look, the Knight of Wands, okay? Something's coming in fast. I guess this is masculine energy. Give me 1 second. Let me look up something. So I just had to go look up the name Xavier and what it means, right? And Xavier means the ruler over kings, okay? The ruler over heroes. A hero amongst the kings, okay? And then you have the Knight of Wands coming in. So a hero amongst kings. That's what Xavier means, okay? So you have, this person might not be named Xavier, but they have Xavier-like energy, okay? They're like a hero amongst kings. Now, all kings and queens aren't good, okay? And I'm really picking up on let me just pull the card some more. But I'm really picking up on like a dark king, okay? Like somebody couldn't necessarily embody like king energy, but they was lost to something, okay? The Four of Swords and then the Four of Cups, okay? So they took an offering, like a bad, dirty offer, okay? They took a bad, dirty offering, and there is a energy, this Knight of Wands and Xavier energy coming in. A hero amongst the kings. This person that's coming in, this could be this person's brother. This could be this person's uncle, sister, whatever the case is. They're here to help them kind of shape up. So if you're talking to somebody and they have like a brother or a cousin or a friend that's around them and they like, damn, I don't know why they be treating you like that. Like I be trying to tell them to do the right thing, right? And this person is steady not listening to them, right? They're not listening to them. They're not taking their advice. They're just being like kind of stubborn. Like this is real life. They're being stubborn. So you could be dealing with a person. All right, new message, King. I'm talking about King Clear. Okay, King Clear. All right. You could, and I was getting ready to say that too. You could be dealing with somebody that has there's an entity attacking them. This ain't for you to clean up. This ain't your problem. This is not your problem. You just gotta peep game and just be like, you know what? I don't, it's not that I don't fuck with that person. It's just like, I already did that type of work. I'm good, you know? And I just think that, you know, that's not your person. That's not your person. It's not your problem either. It's not your person. It's not your problem. Okay? For example, right? I peep game on this, do I want to say this? Yeah, I say this. I peep game on this tarot reader, right? And I had an instant read on him, right? And right as quick as he came, right? And I was like, damn, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even watch tarot readings. Okay? I don't watch this person tarot readings. I don't know this person. This person don't know me. Like, I peeped what they were saying. I heard what they said, right? And I guess this is why, like, I be wanting to see tarot readers' faces. Because when you are a spiritualist and you are a healer and people are doing readings, you should be able to read the person's energy as well too, right? To understand where the message is coming from. So when I looked at old boy as quick as that, right? And I won't say his name because it ain't got nothing to do with me, right? And as quick as I looked at his shit, I'm like, damn. They look at these people is looking for another person, and I hope that he stays strapped. Okay, as quick as the thought came is as quick as it left, because I'm like, it don't got nothing to do with me. You could be, this is what that Six of Cups energy is. You could be a healer. You could be coming across a person that seems like they need your help. Not your job, not your problem. Okay? Not your job, not your problem. This person, somebody's client could be coming to them. If not a client, a family, a lover. Somebody needs spiritual help. Okay? They need help. It could be an Aquarius, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or Libra. Okay? Not your problem, not your help. Point them in the direction of someone else, okay? Point them in the direction of an Xavier person. Somebody who, you know, you ain't even got to point them in the direction of somebody else. Because the minute that you point them in the direction with somebody else, they're going to say, well, you recommended this person to me. Do you feel like I need to go to that person? That person, they could be getting scammed out of money. You get what I'm saying? They could be getting scammed out of money. That might be something that they have to go through. They might be getting scammed out of energy. Listen, I release all past traumas. They might be getting scammed out of energy. They might need to go through these same people, right? They might need to experience this same type of shit because deity curse, they wished it up on you. So they might need to experience the same shit. They wished it up on, you know, your brother, your sister, your cousin, the people that's watching them. They might need to experience it. I only ever told one tarot reader, two now. I only ever told 2 tarot readers that they had an entity attached to them. 2. And they needed to get it off of them. And I'm going to just leave it there. I only ever told 2 tarot readers they had an entity. And the minute that I sniffed, smelled, seen that entity, they was like, bitch, I'll come over there and fuck with you. I was like, you know what? Stay your bitch ass over there. Stay your bitch ass over there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what? They ain't got shit to do with me. I don't want your ass over here. Okay? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is what's happening in the spiritual realm. Let spirit handle whatever the fuck this is, okay? There's an Xavier energy. I'm going to keep that name over there. There's an Xavier energy that is saying that they're going to handle this. Xavier could be a Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Or the person that's going through this could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius energy though. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Thank you so much, Divine. The Devil. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil with the King of Pentacles in reverse. I told y'all, there's a king that's going through something. There's a king that's going through something. There's somebody that was of royalty. And I don't want to say that they lost their place. They didn't lose their place. They bloodline. You know, once a king, always a king, right? It's in your blood. It's in your blood, right? They didn't lose their kingdomship, but they just really lost their respect. Like, the people are not respecting them. I don't know if this person is because they went towards the dark side. It is because they went towards the dark side. And then they also have disrespected spirituality. They disrespected your practice. They're disrespecting your practice. Somebody's definitely getting somebody is getting karma. Okay, that Six of Cups is in reverse. That Six of Cups is in reverse. They want me to flip that shit upright so fucking bad. I'm telling you, the Six of Cups wants to come up right so bad. They like, no, who said that you're not going to give me this offer? I said I'm not giving you this offer. I said it, okay? Spirit is going to give you this shit. Whatever Spirit has for you is the only thing that you're going to get. Now, you're not getting nothing from us, okay? You're not getting nothing from us, Divine. Thank you so much. All right, stop wasting time. Begin now. Stop questioning it. Let go of what does not serve you. Let go of what does not serve you. What does not serve the collective? What does not serve the collective? Thank you so much, okay? What does not serve the collective? The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Steady doing ancestral work with dark ancestors. Thank you so much. What's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? What does not serve us with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Look at that. The Death card. This is coming out in reverse. The Death card in reverse. There's an ancestor that wants to attach to you. I told y'all about that. Queen of Swords. Could be an ancestor. You don't know you don't really know their name. They're kind of very silent. Okay, this is in the spiritual realm. This is in the spiritual realm. There's someone trying to tap in with deaf deities. Deaf deities. I'll just leave it like that. Deities of the underworld. Okay. That doesn't mean that they're bad. Doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just deaf deities. Like, for example, Anubis. Anubis is a deaf deity, right? By tapping in with these certain deities, you're realizing that you're being tested. Your finances is being tested. Okay? How did you get the money that you have? How did you get everything that you have? I don't want to say they being tested, but I do want to say that they are being, what is that called when the IRS goes back over the paperwork to make sure that everything is everything? I don't know what that's called. Okay, that's that's what the overlook is. Okay, your ancestors, someone called on their ancestors for abundance, like doing ancestral abundance rituals. Maybe it was like ancestral money burns. Okay, we'll stop wasting time. Auditing. Okay, so somebody's finances could be getting audited. Yep, long-term investments. Somebody has some real estate or some stock that they did not claim on their taxes. Or some hidden money. And then there's somebody that's going through a divorce or something. This might have something to do with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. There's somebody that's going through a divorce. If not a divorce, then there's a court case. Okay, lowering up, refusing to answer questions, defensive and protective. Somebody's trying to hide their finances. Okay, okay. Somebody did hide their finances. Somebody could be getting back child support or something. Somebody sat back and really thought about some shit. Like, damn, this nigga had 3 motherfucking jobs and I only got $300 out of the whole year. This nigga done had 3 jobs. And somebody, they tried to do it in a quiet way at first too. This is karma. This has nothing to do with y'all. This don't have nothing to do with y'all. If y'all boyfriend, y'all cousin, y'all uncles, y'all whomever is going through this, y'all clients come to y'all and they going through this, these aren't cases that you want to take. These aren't cases you want to take. You're going to draw yourself into their karma. Okay, their ancestors and your ancestors is saying, step back. Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business, okay? Mind your business. Somebody called up on their death deities to revive old cases that have been closed. Something that was stolen is being returned back. Something that was taken. This don't just have to do with finances. This could have something to do with legacy as well, too. All right, somebody's just not answering the calls, okay? Somebody's not answering the calls. Emotional, my ears just started ringing. Emotional intelligence popping out again to me. What's emotional intelligence? 2 of Cups. Yeah, you might be, oh, okay, that's the Xavier-like energy that's coming in. You might be partnering up or coming into a connection or a relationship with somebody that's going to help you get your shit all the way together. Because success comes with partnership. Success comes with partnership, okay? Success comes with partnership. I'm not talking to nobody on my page that does not require partnership. If you here with me, you get in this message, you hear this message, you on this page, I'm telling you, Jupiter does not work by themselves. They don't work by themselves. People that have Jupiter placements, everybody got Jupiter placement. You don't work by yourself. Success comes with partnerships, okay? Don't get so crazy. What's this 2 of Cups energy? Thank you so much. Don't get so obsessed with this with the devil that's attached to those partnerships though. Okay? Have a growth mindset. Okay? Look at that. The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, have a growth mindset that you don't gotta carry all that shit by yourself. The Ace of Cups with the Empress on the split. Alright? You've been carrying that shit for so fucking long. You've been carrying that shit for so long. Now, what I do want to tell you about this, though, because I'm getting multiple messages and they might be a little confusing, right? If you have a lover that's going through something and they didn't pay their baby mama, baby daddy, or whatever the case is, and now that person coming back for what they deserve, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. It's one thing supporting a person and then supporting their fuckery. Okay? Don't support fuckery. We don't support fuckery. And don't support nobody that talk bad about your deities. It's your deities that's making that baby mama step up and come towards them. It's your deities that's making their kids come in. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's your deities that's making shit crash and burn. If you realize that your deities is tearing somebody's ass up, be responsible and be like, you know what? You know what? Let's just take a break. Let's just take a break until you can handle your shit. Okay? Until you can handle your shit. Ace is literally over there. I keep Elegba behind the door. And Ace is literally over there like rubbed all up on his tools and his whole little thing he got over there, okay? His whole little stand over there. He is just... AC, what's going on over there? Ace. What's this 2 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles? What's the 2 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles? Somebody could be going through a tough time financially with their partner or within a partnership or a a partnership. It doesn't have to be a love partnership. It could be your business. There's a tough time that's going through it. Everybody goes through tough times, tough situations. This could be a health situation as well too that's costing money. Okay, a health situation that's costing money. All right, thank you so much. The 10 of Swords, half of that, the 5 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness, my ear just did a deuce. All right, I'm gonna get a message on this. I don't know if I should say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm saying I don't know if I should say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The reason why you're having health problems is because you are having sexual intercourse. Somebody is having sexual intercourse with somebody that doesn't like them. Okay, you could be having sexual intercourse with somebody that doesn't like you, or somebody could be doing they could be doing energy work. What's the 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords? 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Okay? Judgment. Alright? So this is their payment. This is their payment. In the end, yeah, spiritually, you're going to be successful. Make the right decisions. All right, make the right decisions. Let's get some archetypes for the type of people that we're dealing with and ourselves. Some of y'all need to audit y'all damn selves and audit y'all goddamn spirituality as well, too. Your spiritual faith. Okay, servant. Servant. A delight in serving others with free and loving hearts. Okay, a monk or a nun. I just mentioned a monk today, too. Okay, I just mentioned a monk today. I had told somebody that I was talking to, I was like, we was talking about finances. And I was like, would you call a monk broke? You know, because they're totally in service to the divine. They don't have cars, houses, and all that stuff. They wake up, they go and pray. Okay, they pray for the spiritual benefit of all. And for them to be enlightened. All right, selfless devotion, single-minded, dedicated to spirit. Right? Like I just said, somebody needs to audit their faith. They need to audit their faith. You say you a child of Jesus, you say you a child of whomever or whatever, but your ass is judgmental. You a child of the judge. That's who you are. And they be the worst ones. They be the worst ones. A student. There's a student present. Okay? Humility, devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. There's definitely a student present. Okay? All right? A child, a nature. All right? There's an exorcist that is either needed or present. Who are you? Freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Somebody definitely does Reiki or they're a healer. You might be in school to go to school for like nursing or something. Right now, at the moment, or you could be looking to travel spiritually. Okay? Gossip. There's definitely somebody present that likes to gossip. Awakens consideration for feelings for others and honor and trust. Okay? Thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidence. Okay? Whoever is gossiping amongst each other, gossip about this motherfucking reading. Alright? Destroyer. It says intoxication with destruction powers, destroying others' dreams and potentials. Okay? We have a destroyer that's present in our lives. Okay? And then poet. Turns a lyric gift to negative and destructive effects. All right? That's somebody with bullshit ass sweet talks. What other archetypes are amongst us? Thank you so much, Divine. The mother. Thank you so much, Divine. All right, that's the last one. All right? The mother. Nurturing, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. Okay? The mother. I accept that one right there. That's the final one. I accept that. Alright. So I'm gonna pull one more card. It might not just be one card, but let's just see. Okay. That was Volcano. What is coming towards us before this reckoning is happening? Remember the title. I already know it's a reckoning coming. Okay, what is coming towards us? What does the Divine Mother want us to know about the energy that is coming up? The cave. And it says, retreat, time out, self-care, slow down. I keep doing like this because my nose ring really needs to come out. It's like twinkling my damn nose so bad. Okay, the cave. So the cave have been used as a space of contemplation and introspective throughout human history. They seen a symbol for connecting with the heart through retreating to the cave and being in solitude. The initiate can reconnect with their truest self. The initiate can reconnect with their truest self. Through removing themselves from a business of everyday life, they can find their truest path. Through removing themselves from the noise around them, they can hear their truest inner voice. When we aren't resourced energetically, we can find ourselves getting triggered easily and causing conflict and uneasiness within and around us. The cave card is an initiative to take a moment away from the noise and monitoring of the everyday life, to slow down and reconnect with yourself and the wisdom within. It's believed that in past times, the holy ones and the mystic would spend their days meditating in caves throughout the world, throughout the modern world, and that's rarely, although in the modern world, that's rarely possible. Perhaps in this lifetime, we aren't meant to stay in a cave. However, it's important to find ways to remove ourselves from the hustle and bustle of every now and then. If we give ourselves windows of retreat, we'll likely find it easier to connect to wise ones within. If we practice self-care, we may find it easier to care for others. How can you create some space in your life to slow down, reflect, and go in? Can you find just a little window of quiet so that you can regulate, resource yourself, and truly tune in? All right. With that window, I got window of opportunities. Soon as I said window of opportunities. Okay. There's fresh air getting ready to come in, but if you know like I know, right? If you know like I know, and you've been doing spiritual work of any deity, they don't just give you butterflies and butter cake. Okay, they don't just give you butterflies and butter cake. No deity, no god, no goddess, none of them. They make you really see your truest authentic self. Okay, your real truest authentic self. I want y'all to be very, very clear and what your intentions are. And then also, something is getting ready to trigger you. Something is getting ready to trigger you. Okay, here comes hiccup in. Something is definitely getting ready to trigger you. What's the cave? Thank you so much, Divine. What's the cave? The Chariot in reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You could be having card issues. Your check might be coming in a little slow. Y'all children could be asking y'all for just some extra shit, okay? Something about medical, something medically related might be coming up with the Chariot in reverse. Okay, something medically related might be coming up. Could have something to do with your mental health. Okay, there could be a Cancer or a Taurus reaching out to you. Be very slow in responding. Okay, the Page of Wands in reverse, but I'm not taking that. Thank you so much. What's the Queen of Pentacles with the Chariot in reverse? Thank you. What's the Queen of Pentacles with the Chariot in reverse? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody could be reaching out to you. They could be asking you for a loan, or you could not be getting paid back your loan. Okay, somebody could owe you something, and instead of they probably said that they was gonna pay you back. You might not get your money till December. Okay? They said, I'm going to pay you back in June. You might not get your money till December. Okay? Their intentions was to pay you back in Cancer season, but It's just not working out for them. You have to be understanding. The reason why you're being tested is because their finances might be getting tested, and it's all a part of, you know, it's all a part of what you have to go through. Okay, the overall big thing is that you the top notch, get the most out. You are the Queen of Pentacles. You're not missing or lacking anything. You get what I'm saying? You're not missing or lacking anything. You're not without. You're not without. You. I know you just want your money when you say when they say, and you want them to say something to you. You want them to say something to you. They're not gonna say nothing to you. Look at that. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. They're not gonna say nothing to you. Picking out as the Lovers. They feel very bad that they can't pay you back for something. Okay, they like, damn, I took this loan from such and such. This they ain't gonna never loan me anything else, right? The Page of Swords. This person might want to say something to you, but they're not. They're not. They're sending you mental messages, and you need to just open your mind up and just know, like, you know what? I know that person is going through something right now. You're like, but I'm going through something too. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. You're good. You're taken care of. You wouldn't have never loaned nobody nothing if you ain't have it. Would you? You better not have that part right there. Don't loan nobody nothing if you really don't got it. Okay, Queen of Cups. Don't loan nobody nothing if you really don't have it, mother. Okay? You ain't they motherfucking mama. Let them ask their mama for something. Okay? This could be your brother. This could be your cousin. Everybody's finances is getting audited. Not just by the tax people, but by divine too. Okay? You might have loaned this person something during tax season. And they was like, I'm gonna pay you back. And it's been a while. But man, you ain't gonna get your money back until November, December. Okay? November, December. Before the end of the year, you're going to get your money back. Okay? Let's just say before the end of the year, you're going to get your money back. What's the Queen of Cups? Thank you so much, Divine. It could be a Pisces that, oh, look at that. The Nine of Cups. It could be a Pisces that owe you something. Nine of Cups with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. Okay? Keep your temper control. Okay? This person, you might see this person online, drinking, having a good time, hanging out with their friends. And you like, how the fuck is this person hanging out, going out, drinking, drunk, and they don't got the money to pay me back? Mind your business. Mind your business. Just because once you loan somebody something, once you give somebody that energy, once you give somebody that time, once you give somebody that money, once you give somebody a gift, what they do with it, it ain't your business. It's not your business. It's not your business. It's not your business. They went out and bought a Gucci belt. They Gucci down to the socks. That's not your business. You over here wearing Sam's Club clothes, and this person over here wearing Nike this, Nike that, and they owe you money. What Kanye say? It's people out here that still owe me checks. I feel like it's still bitches that owe me sex. Guess what? I'm up next. That ain't what he said, but all right. Anyway, Divine, thank you so much. Guess what? I'm up next. Guess what? I'm up next. Keep your temper in control, okay? You're getting ready to get a promotion. You're getting ready to get a return on judgment. Like, you're getting money back, but it's not coming back from the person that you loaned it to. Okay? You're getting energy back. It's not coming back from the person that you loaned it to, that you gave your shit to. It's not coming. You don't even want that shit back. You don't want that shit back. You know what they had to do to get that money? You know what they had to do to get that energy, to get the right energy to give you back? You don't want that. It's coming from somebody else. I just wanted to be paid back. Dang. But forget it. You are going to get paid back. It's a Pisces that owe me money for real. Wow. Listen, you're going to get your money back. You're going to get your money back. King of Wands said you're getting it back. You're getting it back in creativity. You got something. This right here, this Leo energy. You about to create 999 ways on how to get some money. And guess what? Them people that you loan something to, They not a part of it. They not a part of it. They can't energy harvest off of you. Your great idea that you had to... Damn, I was about to say something. Listen, you wanted to sell pies, right? Clear. This ain't got nothing to do with that, right? You wanted to sell pies. You told old girl last summer, we gonna sell pies. You made all the pies. You know, she came with some of the ingredients, but the bitch just sat down and kept you company, really, right? But she ain't really put no energy into it. She go and sell a couple pies to her co-workers, right? She come back and give you a couple dollars to it. She like, yeah, I sold the pies. She told you that she sold the pies for $10. Really, she sold the pies for $20. So the bitch still made some money. She ain't do no work. She still made some money, right? You know that bitch sold them for $20 because such and such called you and was like, yeah, you still got them pies for $20? You still got them pies for $20? You like, damn, $20? I never sold pies for $20, but you heard that. Now, you don't tell old girl because you ain't really fucking with her, right? You tell the girl that called you, you like, yeah, you know, the straight. She went straight to the connect. She know who made these pies. She know that bitch don't know how to cook. She know she ain't creative. She ain't come up with that idea. She know that's not her. They go straight to the motherfucker connect. Everybody that didn't have a motherfucking problem with you, guess what? Them bitches still shouted you out. They know exactly who to come to for this work. Okay? All right? Calm down. Okay? Sound like I'm over here selling DOPE. All right? They know exactly where to come to the truth at. Because the truth always gonna come out. Right. Then you like, you know what? I'm selling pies this summer for $20. Yeah, I got them pies for $20. You ain't even taxing motherfuckers. At the end of the day, they was willing to pay $20 last summer. They willing to pay $20 this summer. So all she did was just put a stamp of approval on your shit that was already proved from divine. They can't get in it. You about to win. You about to get your money back. That bitch don't owe you shit. She don't owe you shit. She don't owe you shit. King of Wands. Thank you so much, Divine. And you don't owe her shit. You ain't even got to call her and say, hey, I'm selling pies again this summer and such came to me, okay? I'm taking this Six of Wands up right. Should have been in a reverse, right? Because I'm talking about that old bitch, right? They going to be salty. They going to be looking at your ass. They want you to fucking fail. But I had already seen the Six of Wands up right, and I'm going to take this bitch up right. I don't give a fuck. She pushing through. Six of Wands with the King of Wands. Thank you so much, Divine. She pushing through. And bitches gonna be looking at the distance all salty. Y'all ready? Bitches gonna be looking at the distance all salty. Ooh. Bitches gonna be looking at the distance all fucking salty. They gonna be trying to see what the fuck it is that you got going on. They gonna be trying to come towards you and get back in. Hey, yeah, I got some people at my job that want to buy some pies. Oh, okay, what's the address? I'm gonna pull up. What's the address? I'm going to pull up. You're not putting nothing in nobody's hand because they ain't paid you back. So now that you learned your lesson, you're not putting nothing in nobody else's hand. You're not putting it in their hand. I'm pulling up. No more middlemaning. No more middlemaning. All they did was say that, hey, this person is the truth. When they come over to my page, when they come over to me and my business, they like, damn. That motherfucker is the truth. That's why you got to stay doing your work and mind your motherfucking business. These bitches want to talk about your motherfucking deities. They want to talk about your ancestors. They want to talk about the work that you're not doing. They want to talk about your kids. They want to talk about your house, your man, your clothes, your job, all of that shit. They want to talk about all that shit. Let them. Let them. And they going to watch you get that. They going to watch you. They going to be down there while you walking past them on your motherfucking magical white ass motherfucking unicorn. Okay, with your head held high. And you're not doing it stinky. You're not doing it egotistically. You're doing it because divine moved every obstacle in your motherfucking way. Every hater that thought that they was going to intercept the motherfucking phone call. Okay, and listen to what the fuck you got going on. They moved them the fuck out the way. They moved them the fuck out the way. And they did it so gracefully. They did it to their motherfucking selves. They did it to their motherfucking selves because you loaned them something from you loaned them something when you probably ain't had shit. You shared your energy when you was going through shit. You gave them love when they wanted to tear you the fuck down. You probably ain't have shit to fucking give them for real. You spread it yourself so fucking thin, reaching your motherfucking pinky out. Reaching your motherfucking pinky out. They thought they hacked my line. Exactly. I just got chills. Motherfucking phone got disconnected. All that shit. You like, damn, I can't get in touch with no motherfucking body. That wasn't nothing but God just putting you in a position for you to quiet your mind down. Okay? You can't get on the internet. Motherfucking internet ain't working. Motherfucking spam ass motherfuckers get online every time. Guess what? Now the motherfucking chat button ain't even fucking working. Okay? Now you done figured out the motherfucking chat button. They said, all right, bitch, what? You gonna stop being on the internet because they gonna fucking spam you the motherfucking death? Bitch, let me show you how to work this motherfucking internet. Let me show you how to work this internet. And I'm giving you 3 motherfucking moderators. And I'm giving you 3 people that believe in you. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. I'm giving you 3 motherfucking people that believe in you. Those is your team. 3. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. 10 of Pentacles and the Magician on the cut. Thank you so much, Divine. I can't make that shit up. 3 of motherfucking Pentacles. 3 of motherfucking Pentacles. Y'all got a plan. I got chills. I can't make it up. I love it. The Knight of Cups. I love it. I literally have chills. I'm too excited. Y'all got a plan? Who got a plan? Okay? Somebody coming with the recipe. Somebody in the kitchen cooking. The other person is like, hey, don't worry about it. I got the money. I got the investment. I got the money. May the divine goddess always use me. Man, my goddess. Exactly. May the divine goddess always use me as a vessel. I humbly accept that position. I humbly bow down to her. Cause what? Bitcoin is now at $106,000. Is above $106,000. Like, come on, what? Investments going up, and they not stopping nothing. Man, I'm trying to cook in the kitchen for the people. Exactly. People thought they was burning down they thought they was burning down your kitchen. They thought they was stopping something. But what they did was divine repositioned you. They repositioned you, okay, into a better position. They put you closer to the mother. They put you closer to your mother. Okay? They repositioned you. They put you back close to the womb. Okay? Hey, they can't stop shit. Okay? With they sneaky asses. Give me one more goddess card. Thank you so much, Divine. A goddess card. Endora, the king of the gods. Endora, the king of the gods. Without his help, no one is ever victorious. When in the midst of battle, it is him that one should appeal to for help. He is the match for all in this universe, and he is the immovable that is endurable. So physical vitality, wealth and success, heroism, leadership, security in times of aggression and war. The king of gods. Okay. February the 12th could be significant, and September the 12th, September the 21st, September the 2nd, and September the 9th. One more goddess card. God or goddess card. Thank you so much, Divine. Sri Vishnu. I offer homage to you, master of all gods, O Sri Vishnu, O supremely powerful one. You are the original conscious being. You are beyond the material qualities, and yet you possess all eternal virtues. illumination of the heart, achieving all success in life, welfare for one's family, and true reverence for life. Okay? Excuse me, the maintainer of the universe. So listen. And then the goddess of devotion is at the bottom of the deck. One thing I just learned about Vishnu, right, is that Vishnu, I didn't just learn this, but Vishnu is the consort to Lakshmi, right? And when the gods were cursed by a sage and he took away all of their wealth, all of their all of their wealth, and this is how the churning of the ocean started, and Lakshmi went into the ocean. So the divine mother is saying that if you feel as if you don't have something that you not absolutely need, but like let's say you don't have something and you want it, and you know you don't need it but you want it, your gold, your beauty, your abundance, it's yours. You just need to ask for it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Do a fast where you don't eat any cow, any beef, right? Do a fast. Also, something with your fingertips, right? Take your fingertips, massage your mind's eye, massage your temples, massage the back of your neck, massage your solar plex, right? A lot of y'all having gas and y'all having issues and stuff, right? But this is where creativity is, and this is where the goddess of Vishnu resides, is in the fingertips, okay? And it's mine. It's mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. And what I do with it, I'm going to bless people amongst me. Okay? The ones that support me, the ones that truly love me, when I'm in the room and when I'm not in the room, I'm going to continue to bless them. Okay? All right? Yeah. She said, I just got some oils too. Yup. Use them oils. Use them oils on your fingertips and stuff too. All right? Put it on your temple. Put it on your temple. Relax your mind's eye. Don't overthink, y'all. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. All right? Use some hair grease. Massage your hair. and you could, if you could just cut out, you know, beef 1 week. 1 week. Okay? 1 week. If that's what you could do, just 1 week. Okay? Incorporate pinks and yellows and stuff into y'all life, into y'all, or into y'all, you know, y'all workings and whatnot. All right? All right. Oh my God, my 171 house just burnt up. My 171 house just burnt up. Wow, for real? I gotta call you. Can I ask why the beef? Because the beef is taboo one, and taboo meaning that it's wealth. It's cursed. It's cursed that if you eat it, then your finances will be not at a standstill, but it would be, you know, you're supposed to worship the cow, not eat the cow. Okay? And the only way you're supposed to be eating it is if you're doing like sacrificial rituals. All right? Now, Lakshmi resides in the ass of the cow. Okay? The back end of the cow. And what you're really supposed to do is, if you have a cow statue or a cow on your altar, deity or whatnot, turn it backwards and you pray to it. Pray to the ass of the cow. Okay? Sound crazy, but pray to the ass of the cow and you ask for prosperity. Okay? It's also the most expensive part of the cow. And a lot of people have them deity curses because they eating meat. Okay, because they eating cows. Okay, thank you. I feel like that about chickens. You know, I don't know what it is about the chickens and the roosters and stuff. I don't know what it is, but I'm actually, there is a, do I have that picture up here of Durga? She has a image of her on a rooster. And I'm just like, I don't know why I'm so drawn to that. And then I have a rooster. I have a rooster from Voodoo. Look, I got a rooster from Voodoo. But all my deities, they show up the same way. They show up the same way, like some of the same aspects. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So, you say chickens, I think it is something with that. I'm going to get one more card and then we're going to go. Kind of. I'm saying one more card. I said one more card 5 cards ago. Okay? What's going to be the hardest thing for us to surrender? Thank you so much, Divine Mother. What will be the hardest challenge about what's getting ready to happen, this reckoning that's coming in? What will be the hardest thing for us to surrender? What is our challenges on surrendering? What is it that Divine wants to show us? Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yield, not rigged. This will help resolve conflict and improve your relationships. Okay? So surrender the need to always be right. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Okay? Where the heck is the book to this doggone? Where is the book? Do I even have a book to this? I don't think I have a book to this. I mean, but do we need clarity on that? That is so hard. Surrender your need to always be right. It's so hard for me too. Because I don't be wanting to prove people wrong. But I be wanting to be like, what you thinking is not right. It's not wrong. It's not wrong, but maybe you just don't know. Okay, so let me show you that. I feel like something along those lines keep coming out in the readings lately, that in control. Absolutely. Surrender your need to always be right. Okay? Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To be more efficiently achieve your goal, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So I think that's what this 4 of Swords is too. Someone could be wanting to control someone else's throat chakra, the way that they speak on them or speak towards them, right? Or, hey, this is a deity wreckage. Somebody could be saying something about your deities or about your spiritual work, right? Just let them. Just let them. I promise y'all, right now, this is why I'm not looking at nobody's stuff. This ain't why I'm not looking at nobody's stuff. I'm not looking at nobody's stuff because, let me be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Okay. My Aquarius said be nice. I think it's a cold one in the refrigerator. And if it's not, put that one in the refrigerator. So, somebody could be saying something about deities, or they could be saying something about snakes, or they could be saying something about, you know, certain animals, or whatever the case is. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Even if they tag you, it's okay. Let them. Y'all know what I said in all of this? Y'all heard what I said? Y'all heard that big old speech that I gave? And I said that they can owe you and you're not gonna get paid until December. This is the need to control people as well and always be right. How these people out having parties and doing all this stuff and they still owe you. Don't try to control them. Okay? Surrender to receiving support and love. Okay? Thank you so much, Divine, for that. Somebody's crown chakra is opening, their solar plex, their sacral chakra. All of that is getting a cleanse. Allow the love and support of others, and rather than trying to handle everything yourself. I think we talked about that too. Okay, I think the Ten of Wands came out. Take this time to pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Okay, nurture you, nurture your chakras. Okay. Oh my God, my new affirmation is I release the need to control things beyond myself. I let go of what I cannot control and focus on what I can change. Exactly. What is the last thing we may need to surrender? Surrender the idea that you could fix someone. Deep. This is a lot of you could feel as if you can fix a Taurus or a Libra. That's crazy. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't, a Taurus or a Libra or somebody that has a crazy ass Venus sign. It's time for a relationship to shift. It does not work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. I think that's it right there. Okay, that's it. 911 up there too. They can't even fix myself. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can fix yourself. You're accountable for yourself. If you start working on yourself and stop worrying about helping everybody else, it'll go. It'll go. It's ready to take off. It's ready to take off. Surrender your fear of intimacy at the bottom of the deck. That's next. Okay? That's next. All right, y'all. I gotta go fry this chicken. Okay, for them kids. I just be watching them eat some stuff and I be like, how y'all eating this? Okay, we just said that about chickens. They ain't eating no rooster though. They ain't none of that weird stuff. No rooster, no oxes, no. Okay, they just over here eating chicken and fish. And I don't feel like taking no Benadryl, so we ain't eating no fish. Y'all and these chickens. Girl. Chickens be taking us out, man. Chickens be taking us out. I bought such a beautiful plant today at Sam's Club. My son had me out since like 8 o'clock this morning. I'm about to fry this chicken and I'm about to go to bed. I bought some French fries. They about to eat chicken, fried chicken and French fries. Okay, I got the chicken marinating. I got this Chick-fil-A recipe, so I got the chicken marinating in some buttermilk and some pickle juice. Some buttermilk and pickle juice. So I'm gonna watch them eat. I'm trying to slow down on meat. It produces a lot of mucus in the body. I got a lot of mucus and I don't even eat meat. That's wild. Man, I just fried those children chicken and told them wings up. My bad. This is exactly me making flautas tonight. Oh man, what you putting in them? What's in a flauta? That's like a taco thing, right? It's so hot in here. Ain't that like a taco? Man, we gonna get it right. I promise you, we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right, and I'm trying to see. It's in your DNA, that part. I'm trying to see if we can get it right without eliminating cheese. Can we get it right without eliminating cheese? Just chicken and cheese making the sauce. Oh yeah, okay, I know what it is. Yeah. If we can eliminate mucus without eliminating cheese, we'll be right on time. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up these cards and then I'm gonna tell y'all one last thing. So I have a anybody that guessed the number. Okay, so I'm sure that we should be at 1,000 subscribers. Okay, tonight. All right, so anybody that guessed the number, I am sending them $20 on Cash App. That my son, my Virgo son, said. I already have the video uploaded. He made a video earlier. I'm sending it on Cash App, so Lori, I seen you made a guess, and you was like, I think I did that wrong. You got to put a number down in the chat, okay? On that video, on that post, put a number in the chat, y'all, so that y'all can tell me the number that he's thinking of, 1 to 1,000. Anybody get it? Whenever y'all get it, I'm gonna send y'all $20. Y'all put y'all cash apps too. Nope, it ain't. I can't say it ain't 7, but don't put it on the chat. Put it on the under the community tab. It's under the community tab. Okay? It's under the community tab. And y'all, he is a Virgo stellium. He did not make it easy. He is a first house Virgo. He did not make it easy. When he said the number, I'm like, it's wild business. It's wild business. He like, what? That's too easy? Like, it's so hard. I might up it to $30. How many times can we guess? As many times as you want. Just don't put 1,000 numbers on there. Should I put a limit on there? Right. I was like, man, then he took, I'm like, that's the number. I asked him if he wanted to do the video over again. Yeah, that makes it harder. Right? I was like, you want to do the video over again? Like, no, that's good. That's the number. I'm like, okay. So, I went ahead. I recorded it. And I have it posted. It's under my shorts. But I just made it private. I didn't make it so that anybody can see it. So that way y'all don't think that, you know, I'm just guessing a number along the way. So, yes. Just be looking on the time of the post just in case more than one person. Yeah, I'm every time somebody comment, that's why I said put it up under the community tab, because when you comment in my studio, it tells me what time. I got notifications turned on, so it'll tell me what time the person posted, what time the person say it, or whatever the case is. I think I'm gonna let this run for a week. I'm gonna let it run for a week, and if nobody guessed, then I'm gonna give y'all another game. Okay, if nobody guessed, I'm gonna tell y'all. I don't know. I'm talking about. I'm gonna let it run for a week, but the number is so out cold. I don't even think I can hold it in for a week. I don't. Y'all gonna be like, nah. You know what? Y'all might. I don't know. Y'all gonna be like, that ain't my nephew. That ain't my nephew. You gonna be like, that's the tax man. The number is so cold. It's a whole number too. It's a whole number. It's a whole number. I wanted to give y'all so many clues though. I was like, dang, I should drop some clues or something. Let me see. Let me see what the number means, right? Let me see. So it says, this number is a message from your spirit guides to forgive yourself for not being able to show up for others the way they expected you to. You are not like everyone else, and if no one else understands, at least allow yourself the grace to understand yourself. That's what the number means. Did y'all hear that? I hope y'all heard that. So it says forgive yourself. Okay? For not showing up like other people expected you to show up. Okay? Give yourself grace. That's what the number means. That's deep. That's deep. We talking about forgiveness with the Divine Mother too. So the little Virgo right on time. All right, y'all. She said this is so fun. Maybe they gonna guess your number. Don't say it though. Don't say it. They gonna guess your number. Huh? I'm just saying. I told them you made it extra hard for them. about why would I say it? Yeah, he ain't. He is so crazy. Okay, I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day on purpose. And today is Sunday. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 more. We have 8 more lessons. Okay. You as well, Sensei. Take care. Okay. We have 8 more Durga lessons to get through. It's only been 5, 6 days since we worked on her DV Succum. Okay. Y'all continue to write y'all letters. Okay. Continue to write y'all letters. Continue to do y'all baths. I did me a nice bath yesterday. A beauty bath, self-worth, self-love, wealth bath. And then I took my flowers outside, poured out some milk along the tree, lit some ancestor money. Lori, you get your ancestor money? I didn't even check. I hope that you did. I think you did. Should have. Oh, okay. Okay, look, I'm like, I didn't even check either. So, yep, I lit some ancestor money and I burned my petitions actually outside. I chose to burn my petitions outside. For some reason, that's what I was called to do, and I just did it. Okay, do what you feel called to do. The Divine Mother is talking to y'all. Make sure that y'all listening. Okay, look at this little purse that I got for my headphones. It's so cute. Okay. It's so cute. I can't. It's just too cute. I'm never losing these again. Okay? So anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay abundant, stay rich, stay beautiful. I got it at the little beauty supply or something. Okay, it's just too cute. Okay, so I love y'all. Stay rich, stay abundant, stay blessed. All right? Be on the lookout on these things that's coming in with this reckoning. All right? Forgive those that even when they don't forgive themselves. All right. Love y'all. Have a wonderful day on purpose. Bye, y'all. Bow to Sri Sai. May peace be with y'all. Jai Ma Kali and Jai Ma Durga.